focus on film production and distribution stocks as well after the Trump shocker that's come in with the US president announcing 100% tariffs on films made outside the US. No clarity on the date that these will kick in or any other details, but the move is certainly creating some amount of panic in the industry as it does get a significant part of revenue from overseas. Let's go across to Krishna, who's joining us this morning, Krishna Gopalan, in terms of the kind of impact this would have on the industry and why this is significant. Krishna?
Yes, hi. I think there are really two angles to this. One, if you look at a film industry like Telugu, about 60% of the overseas collections come in from the US. So this is going to hit them really hard. The other fact is a lot of countries like in Eastern Europe and the Middle East have actually offered substantial subsidies to film producers. So it makes it very lucrative for people to move their shooting to those locations. So from a cost parameter also, the US obviously takes a bit of a beating. My own assessment is for the Hindi film industry in particular, 30 to 35% might come in from the US. The tricky part right now, the way I see it, Abha, is how the cost is therefore going to be moved. Is it going to become more expensive for the consumers? And that's obviously going to be bad news. At the same time, you have the Indian diaspora, which obviously supports big ticket industries like Telugu, Tamil, and Hindi. So the issue is still there, but I think the largest story is really the fact that President Trump obviously wants to push production back to the US. And we're also speaking of all this at a time when movies like James Bond and those Spider-Man series have all largely been shot in Europe. So it's obviously going to be a bit of a tricky situation for a long time to come.
Absolutely. Well, this could see a dent on distribution deals, compel studios to rethink release strategies, and also outsource, how they outsource their work. Krishna, thanks so much for joining us on this morning. We'll keep an eye on some of those stocks as we open. And remember, according to a CII report, the industry is poised to grow about 2.2 billion by 2026. That's from 1.3 billion in 2023. And some of the biggest earners in recent years in the US have been, for instance, a Bahubali 2 at 200 crores, a Kalki at 160 crore. So gives you a sense of the kind of impact that we'll see on